Hello, this is Lolly, and I have another design team project for Antivirus Scrap and Craft. And I will give you the link beneath this video on the kit opening for this month of June so you can see what was in this kit and what I'm working with here. And I'll give you the link to the first project I did with this kit. This is using less of the supplies from the kit, but still it's a project that I really have enjoyed. It is so sweet. Now, the theme for this month is How Does Your Garden Grow? And this is a vintage book that I found at a thrift store, The Little Red Hen. And if you remember this story and grew up with it like I did, you remember it's all about this little red hen and her planting and trying to get people to help her. So I just thought it would be a perfect opportunity to turn this into the type of journal I was wanting to. And that is to take an old book and to keep all the pages in the journal, but just add random blank pages in between the pages. So this is still in very good shape there. It says this book belongs to. Okay, guys, the first thing I did was I put an envelope in here. It's empty, there's nothing in there. But it's sort of this aqua color. And I used the stencil that came in the kit, and I sponged blue ink all over that and got the roses all over that. This was in the cut-aparts in the kit, and so is this. In a garden of friends, happiness grows. Okay, so then you'll see that I have, like I said, I left every page of the book intact because of the story that it tells, but I don't think I will always do that to the other books that I have. So I interspersed journaling pages between the actual book pages. And what I did was I took, this is just printer paper for my computer, and I took a strip of, a 2-inch strip of paper from the collection in the kit. And this is really cute paper. And it's Julie nutting paper. So I took a 2-inch strip and I overlapped them just a pinch, and I zigzagged the overlap so that you'll have, and because it's double-sided paper, you will see a different pattern on each side. But here you have the gardening trowels, and this the pattern here. So then the story begins, and you'll see sometimes, by the way, I'll go back here. Sometimes I have the strip on the outside of the page, and sometimes I have it on the inside of the page, and the reason for that is so that the bulk, because this is thicker paper than this, the bulk will be evenly distributed throughout the book instead of just the outside of the pages always being thick. So the story, it's got some pages there. And then some of them I took washi from the collection, and I ran that along the edge. And it also gives you more journaling room to do that because you have all this in the entire back page. And then here's an example of using the decorative paper on the left side of the page. Okay, cute. And more of the story, more of the decorative paper, story. And this is washi. I love that little birdie washi. So basically I added two identical strips of each pattern, and I'm trying to think of how much washi. I may have about 4 sheets of washi edged papers in here as well. So it's just a fun thing to have the story there and to have the journaling paper. And people could use this and still glue their photographs over there if they wish to. But I just think the story is so darling about her trying to get help. There's more washi there. And then this is actually just the back of that page there. More of that. And then for the inside cover, I made a little pocket using this stamp, and it's a penny black stamp. It is so cute. She's got her little doggy out there in the garden with her, and she's watering that. And I have a little tag in here, which is also from the collection. Very fun project. Loved it. I love using my cinch tool. And if you're not familiar with that, I've used it for several journals, and I just think it makes a wonderful, well-polished project. And this was just so much fun. I just think it's adorable and unique because usually I make journals and I just put all of my own pages in there, but to actually keep the entire story in there just really tickled me, and to add other gardening papers in there on top of that was so precious. And I love the little chickies. So be sure to check the links down below, and thank you so much for watching.